I want you to talk to me about how you were able to, come from little to nothing in the real estate industry to now being a name to be reckoned with, doing billions in transactions.
When I met myself in real estate, I started to sell. It was a bit of pressure because I ventured into it because I was broke, I didn't have money. At first, that was why I went into it. So when I went into it, I started to push, and then after 3 months, I made my first sale. When I made my first sale, I saw the excitement in my clients' eyes. I saw the way our eyes lit up because that was the first home, and that changed the whole narrative for me. Nowadays, I've come to see that a lot of realtors who come into real estate see real estate as a quick money, venture. Yes, there is money in it eventually, but it takes consistency, building trust over time and strategy. I've spoken to high net worth individuals, I've spoken to first-time home buyers, I've spoken to investors, people who are buying properties for investment. So one thing you should always do is try to listen to your clients. Let me just give an instance. So I had this client that I was working with. I worked so hard with this client that he never bought. So during COVID, he called me and said, "Jane, I have this money and I don't even know what to do with it." I said, "Okay, sir, why don't you buy an apartment now and then sell it once the COVID, once the COVID is off?" He said, "What makes you think that this COVID will go?" But I said, "Sir, just buy this property now." I know what I'm saying. We struck a deal with the developer and we closed that deal. He gave the man cash. And then 1 year after COVID, he sold this property with 300% profits. I'm not exaggerating. What I'm trying to say is the power of educating your clients. Now let me blow your mind. After he bought that property and he sold it, I'm not boasting, no. He came back to buy 20 units of 3-bedroom apartment in Lekki, again for the same purpose, Airbnb investment.